welcome to my channel. I hope you are having a fantastic day so far. If you're a new subscriber, I want to say thank you and welcome to StellaZone. Alright, so today I am going to be making sugar bread. You know, in Ghana we have different kinds of bread, but I will probably say the most popular ones are the tea bread, the sugar bread, and the butter bread. Okay, I'm just going to make good old Ghana bread, good old Ghana sugar bread. Okay, so let's get started. In Ghana, bread is called Brodo. Brodo. Okay, so you got it. All right, so let me go over my ingredients. I have 2.5 cups of bread flour or flour, whichever way you want to call it. Flour. I have 8 ounces and 1 cup of warm water, okay? Warm enough not to burn your fingers. I have my vitamin C, which I'm only going to use half a teaspoon, okay? I have 4 tablespoons of butter, unsalted butter. I have about 1/4 cup of sugar, which I want to go ahead and add to my warm water so that it will dissolve for me, okay? And then I have 1 tablespoon of dry active yeast. I have about a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg here, grated, okay? So let's get started. So I'm just going to add the dry ingredient. Dry. I'm adding the vitamin C. Okay, so the reason why I'm adding the vitamin C is I'm adding, instead of adding baking powder, I'm adding half a teaspoon of vitamin C powder, and it helps the yeast to activate faster, and then it helps in terms with the firmness of the bread, you know, so that's why I like to it's like an aid, you know, it's like an aid which helps the yeast to help the bread to proof faster. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I'm adding the water bit by bit, and it's called sugar bread for a reason, okay guys? So if you want it very sweet, I'm starting with 1 cup of water. If you want your bread very sweet, by all means you can add more. You can add more sugar, okay? But I do not want it too sweet. Right, so after mixing the dry ingredient and adding 1.5 cup of warm water with the sugar, I'm going to add my 4 tablespoons of butter, okay? And then I'm going to sprinkle. I just have this is a 1/4 cup of bread flour, okay? So sprinkle just a little bit. And then I'm mixing my butter in. You can use the dough mixer, but I'm just trying to do the traditional way, just mixing with my hands. It helps mix it in. Look at the consistency. And I'm going to leave it as like this. I'm going to, you might say, oh Stella, this is too soft. This is the consistency I want, because when I get ready to roll the bread and to shape it, I'm going to sort of dust the surface where I'm going to be working my magic, you know. I'm going to be dusting it with some extra flour, okay? So it's just going to help just get it a little hard, okay? So if you get this consistency, it's all right. You have your Stella game on. I'm proud of you guys. I'm just kidding. Okay. After mixing the dough in this pot here, or this bowl here, you can, if you don't have a bread machine, okay, you can do the next process, which is to knead the dough. You can use your hand, and normally you use the this part of your palm, okay? So you can use that, but seriously, I have a machine. Why go through the hustle? So I'm going to, so make sure your hands are clean, because I keep telling Steve, wait, let me wash my hand, wait, let me wash my hand. So make sure your hands are clean. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to transfer this nice firm dough in here. I'm using the kneading hook. So I'm going to hook this to my machine, my dough mixer, okay? Let this go, make sure it's live. I'm gonna put it like on 2, and this is All right, so I'm going to knead this from anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes because I don't need that much time. But when you are...
Get it? Need that much time?
I said 2 to 5 minutes.
You don't get it. It's kneading.
Oh, so you're going to do it for 2 to 5 minutes. But if you're using your hand, you're going to do it for 10 to 12 minutes, okay? To make sure it's nice and firm, okay? So you're going to, if you're using your hand, 10 to 12 minutes. But if you're using the machine, anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes should be good. I'm putting it on 2, the speed on 2. And then let it do it. And set the timer. So my dough is done kneading, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit outside, okay? Because it's like nice and warm outside. So I'm going to cover this and let it sit on the patio so that it will like rise. And when I say rise, it means it will like double inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer this into my bowl here, and make sure that your bowl is greased a little bit, okay, with oil, any cooking oil of your choice, not too much. You are not frying the dough in the sun, so just a little bit, just to coat the pan or the bowl, so that when your dough like rises, when it sticks to the pan, it will not be difficult or it will not be dry. Okay, so you put it in your bowl, and what you do is you sort of like move it around a little bit so it gets a little bit of the oil on there. See, it's like fufu. All right, so I'm going to cover this. I'll probably put some spoons, and the reason why I'm putting this on here is so that when the dough proves, okay, or it rises, it will not the cloth will not stick to the dough. Okay, so I'm using this. All right, so this is ready. It's going to get tan in the sun. I'm just kidding. I'm just going to set it outside, okay? So it's so ready. Let's go. This is a sugar bread, you know. I started on the patio to let it rise, okay? So this is it right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just see. It's like you decompressing something. Make sure your hand is always clean, okay? That's when you know your dough is like really neat. When it's like really nice and firm, if you like push on it, it will just bounce right back. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cover it again. All right, I'm going to cover it again and let it sit for another 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, to let it rise again. Then I can go ahead, roll it down, and then get this started. And this is it the second time. Okay, so remember the first time I left it out for an hour and 12 minutes for it to rise. Okay, I brought it in, sort of like push it down, decompress it, and then put it back out there again for another, I think it was like less than 15 minutes, maybe 14 minutes. Yes. So what I'm going to do now is it is ready. Look at that. Look at that. Like. So this is it. So get a clean surface, okay? If you don't have enough space, if you don't have much space, you can use your cutting board, okay? So what I'm going to do is just like,
one more time.
Okay, so I'm just having too much fun. Look at this. This is so like bouncy. Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm just I'm working my magic, okay? I'm working my StellaZone magic. Hey, guess what? I can do anything I want. I can do anything I want. I'm just rolling this up, okay, to make it easy for me to work with. Okay. So I'm sort of like folding it to make it easy so that it will fit in the pan. Mm-hmm. So my bread is in here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cover it. Okay, I'm not going to bake it yet. I'm going to cover it and let it sit for another 10 minutes before I bake it. So brushing a little bit of cooking oil on here, and then this bread is ready to go. I have my oven set at 375 and I'm going to bake it until it's ready. So maybe make 25 to 30 minutes, I would say. This is a wrap up, okay? So the sugar bread is done. I have it on a cooling rack, okay? So that it will completely cool down and it will be ready to serve. You can have this with your tea, with your Hausa cocoa. You can just eat it by itself, put some bread, butter it up, or you can put like peanut butter. You can have this with peanut butter, just add a little peanut butter in there, or almond butter. It's so good. So yes, this is my Ghana sugar bread recipe. Give this recipe a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, share this video, like, you know. Let's party. You like to party. I like to. Alright guys, so this is a wrap, okay? Until we meet again right here on StellaZone. Have a fantastic day and enjoy your